Waters are fast-moving.
Unlike other big rallies,
Bit earlier at about 7 a.m. A group from the Coast. Welcome to #PHVote 2013.
Today on Rappler.
Balikatan demonstrates that while the Philippines and the United States are mutually guided by the principle of peaceful resolution of conflicts, we shall develop our collective capacity to meet any threat to undermine peace and security.
War games between the Philippines and the United States begin near disputed territories. Deniece Cornejo, the model wanted for coercing actor Vong Navarro, surrenders to the police. And the biggest sporting event in the Philippines opens. Hello, I'm Natasha Gutierrez sitting in for Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. The Philippines and the United States begin the annual Balikatan War Games Monday. The Balikatan exercises will run from May 5 to 16 in military bases near the provinces of Palawan and Zambales. Both provinces are near territories claimed by Manila and Beijing. Philippine Military Chief General Sten Bautista says the war games will demonstrate maritime security cooperation between both nations. He adds military cooperation with the U.S. is important in maintaining stability in Southeast Asia and Asia Pacific.
Balikatan demonstrates that while the Philippines and the United States are mutually guided by the principle of peaceful resolution of conflicts, we shall develop our collective capacity to meet any threat to undermine peace and security.
About 3,000 Filipino troops and 2,500 American troops will participate. This year's War Games will also focus on humanitarian assistance and disaster response. The newly signed 10-year military deal brings the Balikatan to a new level. It allows U.S. troops to pre-position defense equipment and construct military facilities. The Philippines asked for U.S. military assistance in the wake of Chinese aggression in the disputed West Philippine Sea or South China Sea. During his state visit to Manila, U.S. President Barack Obama vowed ironclad commitment to defend the Philippines against external attacks. After being put on hold, the trial run for Metro Rail Transit Express trains will push through. In an advisory Monday, the Transportation Department says the tests will run from May 7 to 20 during peak hours in the morning and afternoon. From 7 to 9 a.m., 3 express trains headed southbound will start at the North Avenue station. The first train will pick up passengers at the Quezon Avenue station, the second at the GMA Kamuning station, the third at the Cubao station. All 3 trains will unload passengers at the Buendia, Ayala, Magallanes, and Taft Avenue stations. From 5 to 7 p.m., the express trains will start northbound at the Taft Avenue station. The first express train will pick up passengers at the Magallanes station, the second at the Ayala station, and the third at the Buendia station. All 3 trains will unload passengers at the Cubao, GMA Kamuning, Quezon Avenue, and North Avenue stations. The MRT-3 system services 580,000 passengers daily, beyond its design capacity of only 360,000. The Transportation Department says congestion will be eased with the acquisition of 48 new train cars, but the first batch won't arrive until 2015. An online survey by Nielsen Global shows Filipinos register high consumer confidence, placing second among countries in Southeast Asia and third globally. Based on the results released Monday, the Philippines registers 116 points in consumer confidence, or a 2-point increase from the last survey conducted in the aftermath of Typhoon Yolanda or Haiyan. Indonesia posts the highest consumer confidence with 124 points. Thailand is third at 108 points. Nielsen Philippines Managing Director Stuart Jameson also says Filipino consumers are becoming diligent in managing their finances. 69% of Filipinos say they were channeling their spare cash into savings during the first quarter of 2014. Justice Secretary Laila de Lima acknowledges the Senate's power to compel the release of names of people allegedly involved in the pork barrel scam. But she says the Senate should wait for the proper time to get the list of lawmakers named by alleged pork barrel scam mastermind Janet Napoles. Napoles earlier met with de Lima, promising to tell everything she knew of the illegal diversion of lawmakers' funds. While some senators call for the release of the list, De Lima says she will do so once Napalsa's testimony is validated by the Justice Department. Model Deniece Cornejo surrenders to the Philippine National Police or PNP after weeks of evading arrest. The PNP chief spokesperson says Cornejo met with Police Chief Alan Purisima at his office Monday. Cornejo was evading a standing arrest warrant issued by a Taguig court. She and 6 others face serious illegal detention and grave coercion charges over the beating of actor Vong Navarro. Cornejo claims Navarro raped her, but her complaint was dismissed for lack of probable cause. Businessman Ramon Ang confirms ongoing talks with shareholders of broadcasting company GMA Network for a possible acquisition of a stake. GMA 7 Chair Felipe Gozon also confirms talks with Ang following a series of failed negotiations with Ang's rival businessman, Manuel Pangilinan of the Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company or PLDT. The PLDT Group, through MediaQuest, expressed interest in acquiring up to 79% stake in GMA 7 for 48 billion pesos. The talks eventually collapsed, with Pangilinan telling reporters that the group is not keen on reviving talks. The 57th Palarong Pambansa officially opens Monday. Delegates from all 17 regions brave the morning heat at the Laguna Sports Complex. Governor E.R. Ejercito welcomed the athletes, while Manila Mayor Joseph Estrada summed up the spirit of the event.
Today, we begin another important milestone in the history of our Palarong Pambansa. You will be competing today not certainly just for medals and honors, but to bring about unity and understanding among us.
Also in attendance are up-and-coming basketball stars Jeric and Jeron Teng. They led the torch lighting ceremony along with Olympian Michael Martinez. Games began a day earlier. Zian Cabrera of host region Calabarzon bags this year's first ever gold medal. She defeats rival and 2013 titleist Jeremy Rubias in the javelin throw event. In basketball, the National Capital Region begins their attempt to reclaim the title by dominating Eastern Visayas. But in baseball, defending champions Western Visayas dropped their first game while losing 2 players to injury. Still on Palarong Pambansa, young athletes from Region 7 face more than the usual hurdles in their quest for the gold. Jane Brasher reports.
The road to Palaro was never easy. The common hurdles, trainings, grades, qualifiers. But others had to make an epic journey. They survived an earthquake and a super typhoon to get here. This is 14-year-old Jan Reese from Cebu. She's been playing softball all her life. A tremor turned her life upside down in 2013.
Katunga time kay gi-repair nga dalan, then abi namog kuan ra sa dalan ra napanik ming duha sa akong kuya. Then ni syagit mong ko ato sa akong papa kay adlok kayo.
Jan dreams of getting a scholarship and helping her parents.
Dream ko yan na mas sud ko sa national team.
Coach Jackson says she has the potential to represent the country in the future. But Super Typhoon Haiyan set back their quest for medals in secondary girls softball.
Pagkatapos ng earthquake, ang mga bata ko hindi na nag-report. Naapektuhan talagang training ko. Hindi ko masiguro na kaya nila ngayon dahil nga sa nangyari ng lindol at saka bagyo. Baka next year makabawi kami. Hopefully.
Region 7's softball team does not expect to win gold this year, but they know that what doesn't kill them makes them stronger. An earthquake and a typhoon might have temporarily hampered this team, but as the Region 7 girls softball team competes, they are proving that nothing can hold them down for good. Jane Brasher, Rappler, Laguna.
Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 6, what do Beyonce, Hillary Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, and Sheryl Sandberg have in common? They're all firstborn children. Salon magazine cites research from the University of Essex in the UK showing how firstborn girls are likely to be the most successful. The study says oldest children are 16% more likely to excel academically than younger siblings, while eldest daughters are an additional 4% more likely to go on to higher education than eldest sons. Lead researcher Fei Bu says parental investment is a possible explanation. At number 9, a group of acrobats are seriously injured when a platform collapsed during their act at a circus performance in Rhode Island. 8 of the acrobats were hanging by their hair in a chandelier-like fashion. Police say the metal apparatus from which they were hanging collapsed and all 8 fell on a performer on the ground. The injured acrobats were rushed to the hospital. And at number 10, in the Philippines, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 registers earnings amounting to 112.6 million pesos or $2.5 million on its second day. It's the country's biggest all-time first 2 days gross. Columbia Pictures says the new record dislodges Iron Man 3, which grossed 110.9 million pesos. In this Andrew Garfield star, Spider-Man continues to protect the city of New York and makes sacrifices in his personal life to protect those he cares about. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page, which crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories with the most clicks. Let's check out today's Mood Navigator. A quick look at the Mood Navigator shows several different colors. Let's check out the only purple circle over here to the left. Grandfather to Deniece Cornejo, time to surrender. And of course, as we said earlier, she did this afternoon. 47% are annoyed by the story, while 19% say they are angry. Over to the right. A popular story, 5 foreign airlines moving to NAIA 3 in August. This has 88% of readers feeling happy, and 3% say they don't care. And right in the middle, the biggest circle, color green. Benham Rice, the Philippines' new territory off Aurora. This has 80% of readers feeling happy, 8% say they're inspired, and 6% are amused. All these stories contribute to the mood of the day. Today, most people are happy. That's Rappler's newscast for today, Monday, May 5, 2014. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel in our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Natasha Gutierrez. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.